Number 5 on our top 10 list is trying to be all things to all people. And this really does, in part, go back to what we mentioned in number 10, which is having a contract and having that conversation where you clearly define the services that you're providing. The reason why we recommend a contract is because having something written out lasts so much longer than a conversation that somebody may or may not remember, or somebody may have heard and remembered something completely different than what you said. So when you have that contract in place, you're able to, if necessary, refer back to the contract. Now, in my experience, there are a lot of other tasks that our clients will send to us and have the expectations that we, as their bookkeepers, are handling. I had one client that dropped off 3 file boxes worth of receipts at one point at our office and expected those to all be scanned in and attached to all transactions, because when they had worked for another company, the bookkeeper, who was a full-time employee of that company, regularly scanned in receipts. But that bookkeeper was on staff and received a salary, whether they were filing their nails or doing actual work. So sometimes when there are full-time employees on staff, there is busy work and things like that that's done or needs to be done. And I digress on that. But my point is that there are oftentimes things that our clients will ask us to do that are far outside of the scope of what was originally on the contract. And so that is why you have that hourly rate for other services on your contract. And that is why it's so important. It allows us to be completely transparent with our clients on the services we're providing, and that things outside of the scope of those services, while we're more than happy to help, will cost and be billed at our hourly rate. Now, a good way to offer excellent customer service is when your client reaches out to you and asks you to do something or asks you to take care of something for them. And if it is outside of the scope, to shoot them an email or have a telephone conversation with them to let them know that it's outside of the scope of services and that doing XYZ for them will be billed at your hourly rate of X amount, reaffirming what you already have on your contract, but it also makes that there's no feathers ruffled from your client's perspective and that there's no surprises.